Alright, so I thought we were going to be taking a little break from the Frontiers choo-choo train right now, but it seems like we are getting back on this thing because leaks are surfacing. I know what you're thinking. Leaks, really? I'm not going to believe that shit. But this is a leak from 2019 that when posted, nobody believed, but it contains certain information that now that we've gotten the reveal of Frontiers, people have gone back and said, oh shit, he wasn't lying. He mentioned the Starfall Islands back in 2019, back when we didn't know what the fuck Frontiers or Rangers or what the fuck we were calling it was. And now that we've gotten the reveal and the official Sonic website says Starfall Islands, it's like, oh shit, we need to look into this now. So it says here, you probably won't believe me, but I did an online survey on several ideas for video games. One is Super Mario Odyssey 2, and one is a new Sonic game set in the Starfall Islands. There are several other named prototypes. Odyssey 2 has Luigi, which we need that. I went through half a dozen Sonic concepts and 2 or 3 for Mario. The Sonic game is on Switch, don't know if it's a multiplayer or exclusive. Odyssey has 20 locations. To be honest, I'm risking a lawsuit posting this. I have 38 pictures, but here's a cut of one I made with Share X. So basically, before we get into these pictures, I need to say a few things. He says he had half a dozen Sonic concepts, which is 6, right? But he only posts 2 of them. So that means each concept is basically some kind of idea for a video game that Sega is considering, and they're getting people's opinions on them. So they're thinking, we're making the next game, we've got these different ideas, we're going to do these surveys and see what people think of them. So we're only going to see 2 of these concepts out of the 6. Now that means that whatever is in these things is not guaranteed to be in the final game. It's just something they were considering, but it's still something that we can look at. Now people tried to call the leak fake because one of the concepts had an image of a furry looking Sonic that was traced back to an artist on DeviantArt from 2019. But we don't know who created the server. We don't know who Sega gave this survey to, because he also had a concept for Super Mario Odyssey 2 in there. So whatever third party created the survey could have just typed in Sonic, ripped whatever image they saw in the images in Google and just put it into their survey. So that alone does not automatically make the leak not credible, right? It's not Sega themselves who actually made this particular survey. He went through some kind of third party, and even Sega themselves, like Colors Ultimate had fan art in it. Let's be real, like come on. This is not the first time they got caught lacking with fan art. But anyway, before we get into the concepts, he did show one image of potential titles for the game. And no, there's no Rangers or Frontiers there. We can see like Sonic Rising, Sonic Evolution, Sonic the Hedgehog Genesis, which really? Sonic the Hedgehog Titans Rising, Sonic the Hedgehog Rise of the Titans. But then Sonic Starfall is the one that stands out because again, the name Starfall was used in Frontiers, so clearly that concept was kept. So we've got Concept E and Concept K. We're going to take a look at Concept E and then we can go into Concept K. So it says action adventure, 1 player, no multiplayer. Wow. A world unexplored, a new free roaming action adventure game that propels the Sonic franchise in a bold new direction. The evil Dr. Eggman has created an amazing AI entity that has spiraled out of control. Meanwhile, Sonic wakes up groggy and suffering from amnesia with questions aplenty but few answers. Now, some would say this is copying Breath of the Wild, and while I do think this game is copying Breath of the Wild, you could also say Shadow the Hedgehog did the same thing back in 05, so let's be fair to our Lord and Savior, okay? Now, we're gonna come back to this, but what adds more legitimacy to this is that the Polygon article had a synopsis of the game when they first talked about Frontiers, but they took down the synopsis. I guess Izuka thought that was too much information to give us, you know, he's got to drip feed us crumbs. But if you look at the official synopsis of Frontiers before Polygon took it down, it says here, in Sonic Frontiers, Sonic's longtime nemesis Dr. Eggman discovers an ancient technology on the Starfall Islands and installs his AI program, Sage. Man, they took Sonic Central's name and now they're taking Sage? What fan thing are they gonna take next? To hack in and take over. But there is more to this technology than he realizes, and unintended consequences immediately come to bear. Sonic must race against time to discover the truth, save his friends, and maybe even save himself at the same time. Save himself from amnesia? I don't know. But it's clearly lining up with this 2019 concept here. It's not a coincidence. But back to Concept E, it says here, the Sonic universe characters you love, 4 exotic islands to explore, skyscraper-sized Titan boss battles, which we saw in the trailer. The big Titan boss or whatever, we saw one of those exotic islands, which 4 islands, really? That's a bit small. That's a bit like Odyssey had like 15 areas. Now, maybe they were smaller than one of these areas in Frontiers, but honestly, I'd rather have less size per area, if that means more unique areas of so many different environments to go through, versus 4 big areas, and it's like one looks like Green Hill, one looks like Chemical Plant, one looks like Sky Sanctuary, and one looks like fucking, I don't know, Speed Highway or Seaside. You know, the Generations levels that they keep reusing. It says new close combat system and unique powerful moves to take down enemies. Go supersonic mode to battle massive skyscraper-sized enemy titans. Strengthen skills to level up Sonic's abilities. Solve puzzles and embark on quests across 4 exotic islands and hidden, I don't know what that says. Thrilling graphics, cinematic music, and immersive atmosphere to create. I don't know what it's going to create, but that is concept E. Now we look at concept K. Now this one says, I can't tell if that's one player or another number player, but it says online multiplayer. Obviously the image is cut out so you can't see everything, but you can see Super Sonic the Hedgehog and team up as you race your way through a something stylized world. Compete online against strangers? Rangers? As you combat dozens of new encountered before. Sonic and your team to join forces against Dr. Eggman's evil villains. Powerful gadgets that enhance your powers, speed, and health. Weekly rankings with the new Supersonic ranking system. Win special skins for character, I'm guessing customization. This sounds like a mobile game, I'm sorry. And then this part, look at this. The rolling ruined landscape as modern Sonic, and they specify modern in capital. And catapult past perilous platforms as what is that Sega? What is that Sega? I hope that is not classic Sonic. Are you telling me after Forces that you still put that in a survey? Even consideration. The fact they even put that there means they are a bit clueless. Like, they really think we want a classic Sonic again to even dare put that in another survey. In an open... You know, let me not even. With old friends such as Knuckles and Tails to combat over 100 new enemies and over 12 new harder than ever. Play as 3 brand new characters. Bobo, Cosmos, and Spinner. What the fuck is this? Each with their own unique ability. Okay, this Concept K sounds like trash. Okay, I'm sorry. I hope Concept K is nowhere near reality, because if the fact that they were considering it, we remember there were 6 concepts that this guy saw. We only get to see 2 of them. It's a 2-year-old leak. He didn't post all of them, but we saw 2 of them. We don't know what was in the other 4. We don't know what else they're planning, what else they were considering. But the fact that they were considering Classic Sonic means there is a greater than 0% chance that Classic Sonic could be playable in Frontiers. Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, we didn't see him in the trailer, so that means he might not be playable. But if you remember Forces, we didn't get the 3rd character reveal for ages from the first reveal of Forces. It wasn't until a long time before we even found out that was a 3rd character that they teased it in some text somewhere, and then eventually we got the avatar. And even before that, we got the fake out where we thought it was Bubsy, and then we got the character. So Classic Sonic is not even ruled out yet, and it's kind of a scary thought to think of. I like the idea of Tails and Knuckles. I don't know who the fuck Bobo and Cosmos sound like a fucking monkey, but I'm sorry, like, the fact that Classic Sonic was even considered is just a very scary thing to think about. And it just leaves me more and more curious as to what these other 4 concepts were. I wonder if this guy is like messenger or is anonymous, so we're not gonna see that, but who knows what else they were considering. But yeah, aside from it being 1 player and no multiplayer, I think concept E is definitely the superior concept out of the 2, and it's probably looking like they went with something closer to concept E, given that the description was so similar to the one we got for Frontiers that Polygon took down. But yeah, I don't want to get too like riled up, because these are concepts. We don't know what's gonna stay, we don't know what's gonna go, but the 4 islands thing is definitely disappointing, because even if the islands are big, I definitely would have preferred smaller but more of the environments, like say maybe like 7 environments at least. You know what I mean? Like, it's like comparing Sonic 2 to Sonic 3. Like, Sonic 3 has like 6-7 areas. Sonic 2 has way more than that, but the levels are shorter, and I prefer Sonic 2 to Sonic 3. I just like that variety of like Mario Odyssey. Like, you go to one kingdom, you don't spend too long in each kingdom unless you're getting like every moon, but you get so many different things, from like the metro to like the seaside to like the sand, and like it's so many different things. It's like it feels fresh all the time, versus are we gonna spend like 2 hours in one area and it's like, okay, I'm bored of this place now, and then the next area is Chemical Plant, or you know what I mean? Like, and these concepts don't really mention anything about the cyberspace levels. I don't even know, maybe they were talking about the cyberspace levels at some point, I don't know, but nonetheless, it's a very interesting leak here. All we can do is hope that other playable characters are a thing, and it's not fucking Bobo and Cosmos, but it's more so Tails and Knuckles, and less so Classic Sonic, but only time will tell when we get more gameplay. play. Speaking of time, isn't 2019 a little bit too late to be still sending out surveys? Considering Forces came out like late 2017, the fuck were you doing throughout 2018? You know what I mean? Like telling us you need all this time to work on this game. You're now sending out surveys in 2019 middle? I don't know, man. Like I feel like this should have been done in like early 2018. Nonetheless, we're waiting 5 years for this game, so better deliver. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. We got some concepts for Sonic Frontiers. We don't know how much of it's going to be used and how much is going to be discarded, but it's interesting nonetheless. What do you think about these concepts? How much would you have wanted to keep and how much would you have wanted to discard? But yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. Make sure to check out the non-Sonic channel. The link will be in the description. But that's all I have to say right now. So, Premy out.